Hello, my name is George Moore, owner of Moore's Sewing Center in Southern California, and I'm at the National Pfaff Convention in Phoenix, Arizona. And I've been in classes the last 2 days and just really getting excited about the new products here. See, I've been a Pfaff dealer actually all my life, the third generation of this business, and I love coming to this convention and getting inspired by all kinds of samples and inspiration that really reminds me what Pfaff is all about. I mean, they really are the machine that not only the enthusiasts, but the artists, the sewing, quilting, and embroidery artists they desire. And there's so many wonderful features. Now I'm here by sitting right next to the Creative Icon 2. This is their brand new flagship machine that they just introduced, and there's so many amazing features on it. And that's why I was in classes all day yesterday, and I actually want to share some of the things I learned on it. But what I love about this machine, it's not just a rehashed version of the Creative Icon. It is a whole new machine. Internally it's different. The electronics, the electronics and the computer and all the features are amazing, but it also has the standards that Pfaff has always been known for. It has so many built-in designs. I was reading up on it this morning. It's over 970 built-in embroidery designs that are really custom to this, and so many different built-in stitches, but it's the new technology that I want to share with you on this machine here. So let's take a look at some of the new features, and actually I'm going to go into the classroom and show you what I learned. So I'm here at the first part of the class going over the Creative Icon 2, and I've had a chance to dig into it and discover some of the new features on it. It's quite incredible. I'm going to try to get through all of them, but it's just so many. So first of all, let's look at the interface here of the machine. Now, Pfaff has always been known where they have all kinds of stitches. I love the way this capacitive screen, you can just go through it and browse through the different stitches, but I also love the fact that I can select a stitch like this here. And one thing that's different about this here is that the way the screen is laid out, I love that all your different adjustments are right here. So if I want to go to stitch edit, there it is right there. And so I can actually do that. And I also have these information buttons right here, which gives me information about what each of the adjustments are on the machine. Now, the other thing about this here is that it now has a projection system, and that's really cool. And now the projection, what's unique compared to other brands out there that have that, is that you have a lot more options where you can adjust it. But first of all, what I love is I can turn on the projector right from this actual button here. I also can do it on the screen, but for some reason I really like this here, where I can turn this on, and that will access the projector. Now, the whole thing is I got to turn the projector on here, so let's do the settings. So let's go ahead and go into the settings of the projector. So we'll turn this on, and first of all, here's a thing that I really like here. I want to be able to adjust my lighting, okay? I don't have to go to a separate setting. So if I'm sewing normally, look how bright that is here, but that wouldn't be what I would want the projector. So I want to turn on the projector, okay, and now it automatically goes down for me, which is really cool. I can turn the stitch preview. Now the stitch preview is cool, so I actually am previewing the stitch here, and I can even choose the color. I can choose the color of it. Let's say we want to go to red, okay, and there it is in red, and I can also play with the background color if I want to. If I want to come in here and choose, I don't have a background color now, but let's say I wanted to choose a different background color, blue. I don't think I would do that, but there it is. But there's so many different options that you can change this here. So let's go ahead and turn that background color to black here. I'm going to do that instantly. Now, another thing is that you have the ability to show grids in all different ways. Okay, so you can see there's a wide grid, and I can just quickly type in to be a small grid. This is millimeters, but you also have the option to select inches, which is cool. And I can also offset. This is really cool. I can offset this here, and there's different ways you can use this. Like, for example, we were just sewing a straight stitch, and I was adjusting the grids to doing a crosshatch, which really gives me the ability to do parallel lines and then come back with the crosshatch. I also have the ability to set different
angles, okay, 45, 60 degrees for working with Y seams. I can actually show the grid in small or large, or I can actually angle the grid as well. So that's really a real cool option here. Now, another thing about this machine is the types of stitches. Now, as you see here, this here, I'm projecting the stitches, a new category of stitches it has, and there's so many stitches on this here, and I can project it, but it sews in different directions, and it does this with more options than I've seen with any other machine, and it's so precise, and so it's in complete control of this machine. Now, another thing about this here, and I'm going to switch back just to my, first of all, remember I said you could turn on the projector, so I can turn the projector on and off right here, okay? And so that's really a nice option, and all my settings are right there. So that's something that is a key, because I think that it's beneficial to have your control. This is more of the ergonomics of how you sew. So another thing is, this machine not only has projection for stitches, but also projection for embroidery, which I'll show you that later, but I'm really excited about the artificial intelligence in this machine. You know, when I heard about the artificial intelligence, I just couldn't imagine what they would do. So here's what's really cool. So if right now, I'm going to go back to a straight stitch. So we'll go ahead and do this here. I'll go back to my straight stitches and right here. Okay. So now, it has the recommended foot. It actually, if we look here, it shows that I have the number 8 foot on there. So let's say I wanted to put on my 1/4 inch foot, okay? So it would recognize here, so I just put this on, okay? Now, and I can put the dual feet on here, and it recognized that I have the 1/4 inch foot on there. It actually, that's the artificial intelligence right now is programmed to recognize the foot, but they can do so much with this. The potential of this is quite amazing. But I'm going to take something here that's kind of cool, because Pfaff has a really unique zipper foot. They've had it for forever, since I was a kid, and it's one of the best zipper feet available, but most people, they put it on upside down. And so and then they come in and they say, oh, I don't like the zipper foot, and we ask them how they're putting it on. We find out they put it backwards, basically. But with this here, let's go ahead and see if we can trick the machine. So I'm going to take this, and for example, I want to take this here. This is the way it should be here. So this is the backwards. So we're going to see what happens with this when I do that. So I'm going to put this on here, okay? And now it actually shows on the screen incorrect attached foot. That is so cool, because that's going to help us be better. I mean, and that's just an amazing thing on there. So when I put it on right, then it will actually recognize that I have the zipper foot on here, and exactly how it's there. So just a cool, this is just the start. I'm in class right now. They're at break. I got to go ahead and finish up, and I'll come back and show you some more cool features of the Creative Icon tool. So now I want to talk about the projection in the embroidery mode. Now, Pfaff is not the first to have projection in their machine, but sometimes being the second, you can come up with features that the original designer don't have. And one of the features on this is that you can bring in and use the projector in embroidery edit mode. And so here's what's really cool about this. I'm going to go ahead and select a design. In this case, this little flower. And I'm going to make it all one color just on the screen so it's easier to see here. So let's go ahead and select this here, select all, and change the color to be all red. Okay. Now, first of all, now let's go ahead and I want to take this here, I'll put my hoop in, and I'm going to move the project area to cover this fabric has hexagon here. So I'm going to actually move it so that the area is all the way up here. So we're actually moving it all the way to the top. Now, let's go ahead and move my design, and you can see that I see it move right to the block, but here's where this machine has an advantage. I can do all my editing to the stitches. So I'm actually going to take this here and I'm going to size this down, and now I can position that design right where I want it, and when I sew it, it's going to sew it out perfectly the size, the shape, I can adjust the angle right on that spot in the fabric. So this projection in embroidery gives you a lot more advantages. So you can see here that here's a close-up of the hoop, here's my design stitched out, and I could not do that otherwise. I would have to do a sample and see that it's sized just right to fit right into that. So another amazing thing with this machine is it actually has a built-in camera where I can scan the hoop, so I can actually put as a backdrop the fabric, and then I can position the design and size it and edit it just the way I want it right on the screen. So you actually have so many tools in this machine where you can use it for perfect positioning. Now I want to tell you about the Creative Embellishment attachment. Now this is an optional attachment that fits with the Creative Icon 2. And see, it completely changes the way you embroider, because embroidery has a lot to do with color, of course, but also texture. And what this does, this works with different yarns, ribbons, but also beads and pearls, and it's quite amazing. So I actually have it attached on this machine. It was very easy to attach. So I walked us through it, but the machine, you actually can press a screen and get step-by-step instructions on how to put this on, even watch a video. But what it does here, we put some yarn, some really thick textured yarn on a spool, and it actually stitches it down, rotates around a design, and it couches it even up in different directions, so you create a whole different embellishment. And when we're done, when you look at this, I have my finished product here. I mean, this is quite amazing. And when you look at this yarn is very, very textured, and it truly gives you such a beautiful effect. Now, there were so many samples they passed around here. They passed around this tissue box, or some type of box, and the whole fabric was covered in yarn, and it was quite amazing. And then this quilt with butterfly, you can see that it has different pearls, and it has different beads and ribbon and all different types of texture. And then this shawl, I mean, you can see how you can completely change how your garment looks with the Creative Embellishment attachment. So this really is something that is quite exciting. We're just finishing up in the class here. We learned a lot, but I have more to talk about. Now we're going to cover the new feature on the Creative Icon 2, where you can use your smart device like Alexa and give it voice commands, and it'll respond here. So I'm going to introduce you to one of the Pfaff specialists, Jessica, and she's going to demonstrate this feature for us.
Okay, so I'm Jessica. I'm from the R&D department, and I'm going to show a few voice control commands. So, Alexa, open Creative Icon 2.
My CNET. What would you like to do?
Show me all flower designs.
Would you like to search in the machine or in my CNET library?
In the machine.
Okay, enjoy. Do you need anything else?
No?
Okay, bye.
So what that did, the Alexa opened up all the flower designs in this here.
Yes.
So what are some of the other things that it can do?
We can load stitches, we can load designs, we can do product searches. Let's say you don't know how to sew an invisible zipper or a collar. You can just ask, and it will show you all the instructions on how to do it.
Now, the customer doesn't have to have the Alexa. This is like the Alexa speaker right there. There's an app on the phone, correct?
Yes, you can just use your phone, download the Alexa app or Google Assistant app, and that will work too. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Truly, this is an amazing machine. I'm really excited about it here. I can't wait to get these machines into our stores. Actually, they're going to be releasing them. We should have them next week, and we have a very exciting special on this here. Pfaff put together a package with this here, which includes this amazing luxe luggage. And this right here, first of all, it comes with this accessory box that, as you see, it opens up into all different types of compartments. Now, there's all kinds of accessories in this that you'll add to it, and you can store it. Now, but what we're going to do is we're going to include some of the items so you can start in adding to your accessory box. So there's two bundles that's coming with it here. There is a quilter's kit that has all kinds of cutting tools and accessories for quilting. as well as we're including this sewing and embroidery kit. So again, you have plenty of room to fill. As you see the example of the different accessories in that box, you can also put your own items in here. Also included with this is a embroidery case. This right here actually will store the beautiful embroidery unit and all the different hoops. And then you have this trolley, this luggage. And this is beautifully made so that you can store this, your machine, your beautiful machine for storage. It's on wheels, so it's very easy to move. It zips up very nicely, and so it's incredible. So I put together a very special introductory offer with this here, and many of the customers have already taken advantage of this here, but we have sold out all of those, and now they're coming into the stores again. And so give us a call at 1-800-865-9664. Now that's for our local customers here. And make an appointment, either leave your information on that number or call the stores. Make an appointment to see the machines. They should be arriving next week in the stores. But also, I have an incredible opportunity for those who want a very good deal on previously loved Pfaff Creative Icon 1s. Now these are still amazing machines with so many amazing features, including the applique creator, and including, of course, it has the IDT. But these are machines that are in mint conditions. They've been serviced. We're giving a brand new warranty, and those we can ship to you nationwide. So give me a call, 1-800-865-9664 on a very special buy on a previously loved Creative Icon, and we've got just a few of those available. But I'm so excited to share with you everything I learned, not everything, but a lot that I learned about the Creative Icon 2. Don't forget to stop by the stores and see this amazing machine that has breakthrough technology above and beyond the rest of the pack. And it really will inspire you to make some of those same samples that I showed you here. This machine will truly take you to another level in your sewing, quilting, and embroidery journey. Bye for now.